over at Graham and Martin's. There's a small block of land here, 80, 70, 80 or 90 acres, something like that. Keith come and cut it. We left it in the rows. Robert came up yesterday, tethered it out, and then last night we had an unexpected shower of 3 mil. Anyway, just unfolding the tether. I'm on my joystick, look. We've got the big tether on. It's going to be the first time we get to use the GPS on this thing, so we'll see. We'll see if it works, because I ain't tried it, and it wouldn't bother me if it didn't. We would just go old school and do it like that. Anyway, 2 spools on this tether, and you don't want to get them mixed up. So this joystick here, although as lovely as it is, some things I've had it before where on the 8S where one function interferes with the other, and if you accidentally, instead of going up and down, you go left and right, it operates the other function, and then you're in a bit of trouble then. So I always move it, like if there's something like that, I always move it right out the way, and you can't get them wrong then. Anyway, just pressurising it. We'll put the flag out. That keeps the edge nice. Some people don't like it, bundles it up in a little heap, but it doesn't really, we'd never have any trouble with it really. 540 Eco, this thing, we like this tether. This tether is just the business. It just, every year, it's just never gives us any trouble. That's that. I want my GPS. Oh, I want to add a new boundary. Let's try this. I haven't done this before, so this is all new. We're going to use the right hand side of the implement. We're going to record that from now. Now I'm going to drive around the field, and then it should give us a boundary line with an area and all the rest of it. Anyway, the hay's nearly there. I'm not actually going to go that mad. 470. It's made quite quickly. You're on my head again, I'm afraid. Oh, it's rubbish. Come over the fence, look. Why would they let people do that? It's dirty, aren't they? I'm going to go and dump it all back over the fence. It's only come from one way. It hasn't just appeared by itself. Anyway, little holiday park on the edge of this field. You can come and pitch up your caravan. Anyway, we're drawing a boundary line here, and this computer is right. I need to have a training lesson on it with Massey Man. I need him to come and show me how to do it all. I'm pretty clued up on most things, but I think this tractor is capable of, you know, turning itself around and you know, with Isobus and everything like that, it should literally do everything for you with your headland management. You know, it will pick your implement up, turn the tractor around, reduce the fan, stop the PTO, turn it all back on for you when you come back in, if you know what I mean. But you've got to program all that stuff in, and I think some of it might even be locked in the computer. I don't know for sure. I need to speak to the guys, but it won't be done any time before seeding, I can tell you that. But yeah, we've got a little Keithy's gone to mow a little bit more. There aren't masses amounts here, God. This one's a bit of a meadowy field. We might even round bale it, just because we need some more round bale meadow. We've got a little bit more towards home down, and Keithy's gone off to mow a bit more, so got a couple of poles in here, so we've got to watch what we're doing. The only issue with GPS is your obstacles in the field. Very easily done. Very easily done. Anyway, it's late afternoon. Me and Robert have been out. We've been delivering. Yeah, we've had a load of bales to deliver, and a truckload of hay to go out, and we went and picked up some round bales yesterday, me, Davo, Daisy come and give us a hand, and Rob went tedding and then come and jumped involved with that, so all the bales are picked up together. It's looking like it's going to be warm for the next 4 days, and then it looks pretty settled again afterwards, but not high temperatures, so we'll see. Even though it doesn't look like much out there, this is still better than some of the other crops we've been in. Anyway, with this tractor I'm hoping to record all the boundaries of all the fields, and what it should do, I believe, I haven't tried it yet, but I think every time you drive up to a field, it should give you your boundary. It will know what field you're in, and I don't know how true this is, but it might even set you up if you've only got one way line in there, one straight line in there. It will give you your straight line as well. You might have to shift it because we're not on RTK, but still, it's still very, very clever stuff. To be somewhere there. We're going to press the middle button. We're going to press steer. That'll get us back online. Right. There we go. We're steering. Yes, I've got some learning to do on here. Because you should be able to, I think, you can have this round here, look. We can have our sprung seat on, we can spin this around here like this, and now we're in command center. Look at this, how comfortable is this? I used to love this in that 7S, especially cultivating job, stuff like that. Yeah, you can monitor everything really nice from here. Look at that, so thin on the ground, nearly in places not even worth telling. There's a sharp edge on there, look. That just catches your arm, because you put your arm around there and it just sort of catches your arm. It wants like a rubber cover on it. I want it so that when you approach every field, and I think it does do it, when you approach the field, it brings up your boundary, and it brings up one of your, you know, if you've only got one way line in there, it'll bring the way line up as well. Or you can just choose out of all your way lines, you just name it whatever you want to. But these tractors are so beautiful, you just turn away, and they're just made. This is where the some of the guys don't like it, where on the steering kits they sort of fight you as you try and take the steering, and they're just different to how these ones work, if you know what I mean. Anyway, this should, you know, we're on Terrastar, so it should give you a very, very, very accurate line. We're going to see now where everything matches up. To the button over there, that is perfect. And then next time we come back up, I check it on the way back up, see how centralised we are. Got a pole in here to watch out for. These tractors that don't have the steering wheel moving are just nicer, you know, it's just a bit nicer to use. Everything's on your armrest here. Look at that. On this implement, we just, you know, from using it on the other tractors, 12.8 is where it is, and it's perfect. Absolute spot on. Yeah, it's just ideal. I can't wait to use this on the drill. It's going to be good. Yeah, I'm going to get Massey Man to see if he wants to show us how to make the tractor steer around. It should do the whole field. It should just steer around the whole field for you. Obviously you've got to watch out for obstacles, stuff like that, but it should, you know, you draw a boundary, it knows where the boundary is, and it should steer the whole boundary for you. So we'll see if we can get that going in the future. It might not happen this summer. I'm sure he's busy as well. We'll see if we can get him down here to show us how it all goes, or someone from Chandler's will come and show us. You can do it on the steering kits, you can do it on those, and you've got to be accurate with all your implement information so it knows where the implement is, so it doesn't stuff it in the hedge. I need to turn down the viciousness. Oh, that's our wayline catcher. Let's go 30 and okay. Yeah, you can steer, you know, you can control how fast it all steers you back on so it don't throw you out the seat. So yeah, it's just about playing with it. This first time using it, so it works very nice. You don't even know it's on. And yeah, it'll be good as Keithy's 8S. He's got the same signal as well. So yeah, very nice. They're super straight. When I put the drill on his 8S, the lines in the field were so straight. They're just arrow straight, unbelievable. And I literally cannot wait for that drill to get here and start drilling. I know it's just going to be so satisfying to use. So, yeah, not a busting crop out here, but not, yeah, we've seen worse this year already. So, oh dear, Keithy's gone off to mow a bit more, so we'll see what's there. Hopefully the weather stays with us. It's a bit of a gamble. Weather just says it's sort of staying okay, so we want to get on and get it done, if you know what I mean. Got a pole here to watch out for, so next pass we've got to watch that. I've been having a little play. I've got the tractor set pretty nice, so it's not pulling me around so fast. Just going to the gateway is over there on this one, so what we're going to do is do a row, miss a row, do a row, miss a row, and then we'll do our rows on the way back, and then we don't have to overlap too much once we get over the other end. I don't have, when we're tedding, we don't have the screen marking where you've been, because it's quite clear on the field where you've been already, so there's no need to fill the screen up with I don't know, they call it paint, I don't know. It just marks the screen where you've been. When you're drilling and stuff like that, we might do that. That'll be another thing altogether. But anyway, we come into this field. We added a new field. This is all new to me, this system. I haven't really used it on the 8S. I don't know if Keithy has or not, but I intend to use it as it's supposed to be. You know, when next year, well, not next year, tomorrow, when I come into this field, we're going to test this later on when we drive back through the fields. I want it to tell me what field we're in, what boundary line we've got. I want this line here. Press the button, it steers us round, gets us somewhere on. And then when we come back and fill those rows in, that sort of gives you a nice idea of how accurate everything is. But just using Keithy's tractor with the TerraStar, it's essentially, this TerraStar is just a paid for PPP service. So what you get with that, you get connection time that is under 5 minutes. It will connect, and it's noticeable. You know, you're never ever waiting for signal. And I've noticed it on the road using this. You'll see it up here, it says TSL. If you're paying for the service, press the button at the top and then press the button in the middle, and then there's a drop down button here. And sometimes we didn't, when we first had the 8S, you know, the guy said, oh, we'll put you on that subscription, lovely. And we didn't realise how you even changed it onto that signal. So you've got to make sure you're even using it, because you're paying for it, obviously. And it's very much like the Sphere Wirken one, apart from the Sphere Wirken is a free to use version of the PPP, but you've got a long wait time to connect, which really isn't that big a deal. I always get it connecting way before you get to the field, and it's always on before you get there. We used it drilling, it was very accurate. And this is a paid for one, and it's supposed to be even more accurate. You know, over the afternoon I wouldn't expect it to move, but if we came back in the morning it would just be a little bit off your mark. We've seen that in the drilling videos, and we'll see it in this year's drilling videos. We'll see how accurate it is when we come back in the morning, because there's always a field you get half drilled and you come back to, and it's why we keep our markers there. we do have one tractor with RTK, but these tractors are different for RTK. The ones we put in the other systems, you put a SIM card in, it connects to like a phone does, and it's super simple, but I don't think that's how it works on these tractors. You can go RTK, but there's a lot more involved putting them on RTK. There's more equipment needed. Yeah, I think it's satellite based RTK. I don't know for sure, but we don't need that sort of accuracy at our farm. We don't need it. But it's nice to have, you know, coming back to a field. If this tractor was on RTK, we could come back, those lines will still be there. This tractor will still drive on this mark. So, you know, it's a lovely thing to have. But, you know, everything costs money, doesn't it? And I'm quite happy with the tractor, even without GPS. This tractor is a beautiful, beautiful piece of equipment. Unbelievable. I couldn't be happier with it. You know, these bits of equipment are they're getting unbelievably good. They just do it all, you know. Anyway, I'll come back when we're filling them in. We'll see how close it all is. But I fully expect it to be bang on the mark, because I know our free PPP signal is that good, and I don't expect any difference from this one. I don't know the cost to put these on TerraStar. I don't know what the cost is. It's not thunderous money, I know that, but it's a lot better than having SBAS, which is free as well. That's a free to use satellite signal, and pass to pass, it's very good. If you want to just go out and tend a field like we're doing, SBAS is completely fine for that, you know, more than good enough. So yeah, there we go. We got all different types of systems now. Nearly every tractor's got one now. We've got 2 tractors without it. They were, you know, yeah. If you would have said to me 5 years ago all the tractors would have GPS, I would have been like, no, I don't think so. But you know, we've been very, very fortunate to farmers put them on, and our friends at Spherewerken have helped us out with that, and it's just been yeah, a lovely thing. And it does make a difference. It makes a difference to your day. You don't feel, the biggest win for us, we always say, is you just don't feel so knackered at the end of the day. You yeah, that's the biggest thing. You can monitor your equipment a little bit better. You can spot faults fast. You know, it has its problems as well. You know, obstacles in the field, you got to be careful. I always say it, but you know, just lovely things to use. And this tractor with this joystick, everything's on there. So my engine revs up on this button, my cruise control is on this button, so I set that, I press and hold, now it's set to a cruise control. So when I slow down on the headland, I can set my slow speed to the bottom button. So when I come to the headland, I press the slow button and it slows around while we turn around. And then as soon as we put our guidance on, press the cruise button, you literally, you don't have to do anything. It is unbelievable. I've never been more impressed with a piece of equipment, really. Yeah. Anyway, right, we'll come back when we're filling in and see how close we are. We're just going to start filling in on our way back. And now we'll see whether we're any good or not. We are perfect on that side. Perfect on that side. Spot on. That couldn't be. I thought it would be. I didn't doubt it for any second, if I'm honest. You know straight away if something's amiss. You know, whether a tractor's too far over one way or the other, but this seems to be very, very on it. Anyway, we shall work our way back across the field, filling in as we go. Farmer will, when he drives his GPS, I always I sort of always, I don't know, I sort of let the tractor turn in for you, but farmer always, he gets himself somewhere close. That's gone past now. Farmer will get himself somewhere close and then hit the button. I want to change that a little bit. Whoop, there. Just want to make that a tiny bit quicker, like that. But yeah, anyway, we're catching that side, beautiful. We're catching this side, beautiful. And I'll be able to work my way back down the field to the gate, and we won't have loads overlapped, or we won't have to drive across the field, knock 10 in, whichever way you want to do it. The farmer will do it like this. He will get himself somewhere close. I don't know which way's right or which way's wrong. Probably his ways, I don't know. He'll get himself close like that, and then you barely even notice the steering coming on. So yeah, it works both ways, I suppose. That is very satisfying to watch. I love that. Yes, anyway, I will have a chat. I want to get a camera set up for my seed drill as well, so I want to get that set up. I'm pretty sure you can get one that we can stick in the seed drill, and then we'll have one screen with our camera on with the seed on, and obviously the other one will be showing the guidance. That will be pretty cool if we could have that. And then it's very similar to my old setup. The drill, I don't know if I've told you what drill we're getting. We'll leave that as a surprise. But yeah, it's going to be very, very cool. Anyway, me and Robert are going to finish tedding this off. We're not going to be up here tomorrow. It's very green. But Sunday, I think we will be. We'll have a chance. Sunday, it's going to be a super hot day tomorrow. So me, Robert's not with us tomorrow. He's got his own stuff to be doing. But I'm sure Davo, it'll be me and Davo or me and Keithy doing a bit. So we'll see. That'd be pretty cool to have, yeah, the 8S and the 7S together, wouldn't it? That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, I don't know if Keithy uses his boundaries and guidance lines like that. I think he just puts an A and B in and goes. You know, you can use it if you want to use it that simple, you can. But I'm pretty sure next time tomorrow, I will show you on the camera. Next time I come to this field, it should have my boundary there. I'll do twice around the outside manually. It's got wayline assist in there somewhere, which will actually drive the boundary for you, supposedly. Don't know. I know these John Deere systems have got it, and I'm pretty sure it's on this one. I just need to have a chat with the guys at Massey and see what they say. Other than that, it should put our line in for us, and it should put the boundary in for us, and yeah, it tells you your area as well if we want to know the area. Oops, we'll just press our button there. This one here is 11 hectares. That's how big it is. Well, 11.4 hectares. So we can do our seed rates from that and make sure our seed rates are correct, which is good. I like to do that. I like to make sure that the drill is doing what it should be doing. So that's good. Yeah, this thing is going to be wicked. Unbelievable. So we're very, very, very privileged. Oh, you understand that? We are super privileged to be using equipment like this. You know, not every farm gets to use equipment like this. I know there's big farms out there and bigger tractors, but not every farm gets to use a piece of equipment like this that is technically advanced, and it's a blessing, really. So yeah, we've got to be thankful for Andrew and Linda to invest in the farm in equipment like this and keep everything going. So yeah, it's a big thank you to them, really. But whoever's using this machine, it's effortless for whoever's using it. It's going to be a lovely, lovely tool for everyone. So there we go. Yeah, a little bit on the tractor there. I'm going to be setting up all the boundaries around every field. Everything will have a way line on it, and whoever's on it will they won't need to do anything, literally press the button and go. So yeah, very cool, very, very cool. farmer will get somewhere in the middle, and then just push the button like that. That is a bit smoother, to be fair. Yeah, got something in that, I think. I loved using my Sphere Virkin one in the 7716. I still think they are brilliant kits for tractors that haven't got GPS. I think they're really good kits, and I even like that bolt-on kit for the older hydraulic version tractor. And I'm pretty sure if you really wanted to, you could bolt that kit onto here, very similar to the 7718. I don't think we need another screen in here, mate. But, yeah, the 2-screen thing, I don't know. If I could, it'll only matter when I've got my drill on and I've got the. I haven't got a camera yet, so if I've got a camera here and my GPS here, you know, it makes sense then. But other than that, there's really no need to have 2 screens. You would if you had Isobus. 100% it would be useful. You put your Isobus here, guidance here, or vice versa, whichever way round suits. I quite like the 2-screen thing, but I don't think everybody needs that, and we certainly don't need it, but it came with it, so it's nice to have. And yeah, for the most part I'll have it turned off. You know, if we're trailering hay home, the screen will be turned off. I realised there was a button on top there, so we don't need to have that running all the time. Yeah, lovely, lovely. I hope I'm doing it justice for you, because it's just such a lovely tool. DAB radio, and I'm going to chill out for a bit.